If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. Don't let your business hit the wall in 2020. Ride on board with a top team that crosses the line in P1. As a business owner, the fine line between success and failure is making smart decisions. One of the smartest decisions is hiring the right financial partner to help you run and grow your business. That's where KSDT CPA has got you covered. Whether it's taxes, audit, or consulting, KSDT is a full-service CPA and advisory firm that can handle all of your accounting and business needs to help you achieve all of your goals. Follow KSDT CPA on all of the social channels today, or go to ksdtcpa.com to find out more information. KSDT CPA is recognized by Forbes as one of America's top tax firms for 2020 and is a frequent sponsor of the Truck, Xfinity, and NASCAR Cup Series. Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, and it's a pleasure to have everybody aboard and here tonight for some more Dirt Series racing right here from Volusia. We're back here once again in the Dirt Street Stocks. We're going to have the UMPs and the Super Lates this evening, afternoon race time here on iRacing. One of the best simulators out there, of course, for sim racing, and thank you to everybody tuning in each and every week. Tonight we have a small little field that we're going to get everything up and running, so it shouldn't see any consolation races tonight, according to what we've got going on there. Double duty tonight for me. I'm going to race control and do everything at the same time, so it's going to be kind of fun. So we'll get through qualifying here in just a little bit. We'll get the heat races underway, and then we'll be off into the fantastic feature here in just a little bit. So get the track information for Volusia. We bring that up. Sorry about the flickering on there. The lights are still doing. After the last update, it got worse, guys. I don't know what's going on there. All right, so Dirt Oval is what we're running. Of course, it's Volusia, almost a half-mile track, 4/10 of a mile around, just over that. The air temperature 77 degrees. I'm sorry, the track temperature 77 degrees. The air temperature 79 degrees. 54% humidity, partly cloudy skies. Big old 5-mile-an-hour wind, and oh man, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to see some of the greats out there. I believe that we're going to have a whole lot of fun, and just everybody's going to enjoy themselves. Good to see everybody out there running. I believe we've got Bill over in Indiana. There's Kayla Williams. Good luck tonight for him right there. Kyle Jarrett wins the right to the pole position, so he's going to start outside in row one. It does look like we're going to take a look at the grid. Shane Yates there in the number 12. Dane Lloyd, the 45. Clifford Bellamy's out there in row number 2, the 002. Sean Conklin's there, Jordan McAvoy and Carl Kilgore the fourth. Good to see everybody out there running. So we're going to have the first heat up here in just a little bit, and we're going to see everybody rocking and rolling. And what a good night we're going to have. Good to see everybody ready to rock and roll, tuning in, and just doing what you guys do best. Appreciate you very much. 045 of Kyle Jarrett. He's going to be the man to lead him around. Pace Truck's going to lead him. I think they're going to lead him around 2 laps. Volusia sometimes does it a lap. Sometimes it does it 2 laps. Who knows? Who knows? Cindy Kinsey Griffin out there giving a big old thank you. I think the shadow mapping is making it blink. Well, it's only supposed to be on the cars. It's not supposed to be on the track. I took that off because of what's going on there. I don't know what they're doing with it. The update prior to this kind of fixed it. This time it didn't do it. So in the meantime, in between time, we'll try to work it out, try to fix it, try to see what's going on. Cautions are only in the feature. We're going to see some great runs going on here. Do our best to do what we do and do it like we do it. Waiting for the green flag. Pace Truck's going to dive off, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. First of all, this brought to you by SETV Raise Energy Drink. Make sure you go to repsports.com or Raise Energy and put in promo code SIG Esports. But Fred the Flagman takes them high into the air with a green flag, and into turn 1 they go. Highline run for a lot of the drivers. There is the 045 of Jared Yates in second. 45 of Dane Lloyd. There he goes. He's going to make an inside line run on the number 12. I think the 12 is going to clear him on the high line. Better speed on the higher line here. Early on with all the mud that's going to be down there and all the dirt that's going to be down there, there's going to be a lot of grips, so they're going to be able to rock and roll with each other. Good to see the guys tuning in and all the dirt street stock racers that are out there. Good old Volusia. Appreciate everybody doing what you do best. 4 laps to go in heat race number 1. We're going to have some fun. Kyle Jarrett, single file with Shane Yates right behind him. Looks like Dane Lloyd's going to be as patient as he can. Bellamy there to the inside of Yates. Sorry, inside of Lloyd right there. He was catching him just a moment. Now it looks like that single file run's gonna work out in their favor. Quick little 6-lap sprint. Jared in the 12 into the wall. Somebody got right there. It looked like the 002 got into the wall. Maybe that was Conklin that got in the wall. I'm not sure. We see him. We see him running. John Conklin, the 54, he's running around the track. These two are doing a great job keeping it green into turn 3. 1 and 2, the 45 and the 12. Inside line run for the 12 of Yates. He's running a little bit better lap times than the race leader. And he is right there trying to duck, dive, and dodge. Coming around, they took the white flag out of turn 2 into turn 3. Checkered flag's going to wave. This looks like the 045 is going to kind of almost walk away with it. And 12 finishes in second. There's Yates and all that. So we're going to take you over real quick and give you a little bit of a pause and remind you to, well, I was going to do it. There it is. Make sure you go and check out the merchandise right there. Let me see if I can do something. Do all of that. We're not going to do the dynamic objects on the tracks of cars, on everything. See if that'll work real quick, and we'll try it out. Pace Truck's leading them around right now anyway, so we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So there you go. Take care of that, and we'll shop some stuff over there. Appreciate you doing it. Thank you for all the shares and all the fun out there. All right. Starting grid. Swede Melgard here at Volusia, the heat race number 2. He's going to be on the outside of Garrett Marshall in the 789. There's Cade Gailey, Michael Woolley's out there, Nicholas Grantham, Robert Parrott, Chris Myers. That's what's going to happen in all of those. Empty that box out, put out the logos for you. We're going to go green flag racing once again. Hope everybody's having a great night out there. My name's Jason. I'm with Signature Esports, and we do a lot of iRacing broadcasts. We do kind of a lot of everything. Forgive the voice tonight. It is a little bit shot. We had 2 championship races this week, and called the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series as well. So my voice is kind of just gone, and I'm going to get a little bit of a break. But in between that, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Melgard, Marshall, Gailey, and Woolley, that's going to be the top 4, the first 2 rows. We're going to see how aggressive the drivers are going to be and if they're going to make it work. Green from Fred the Flagman, Melgard, Marshall, Gailey, Grantham, and Parrott. I do believe Michael Woolley, I don't know if he lost his internet connection or something. Something's going on there. There he is. Normally, Woolley had worked on his computer a little bit, and he was doing pretty good about not blinking over the last couple of days, but something happened right there. Melgard on a roll. There they go, all the way around the track. There is showing Woolley a lap down, but Woolley's not a lap down. Woolley is right there in the mix, so that's a little bit awkward. Coming around the track, there is Swede Melgard rocking and rolling out there in front. Marshall trying to apply the pressure to the inside. Gailey in the 27, the 888 of Grantham. Rocking and rolling, doing what they do best. Volusia, I like Volusia. It's a big old track out there, so it's kind of nice to see these guys running around and having a whole lot of fun. The 15 to 789, the 888 moves up into 3rd in front of the 27 of Cade Gailey. Robert Parrott's out there. Woolley holding on to the back of the field, but he is doing his job. His top speed was 168, according to what iRacing says. I don't believe that. Woolley's making moves. There he is. He's going to pass Robert Parrott, moving himself around. 2 laps to go here at Volusia in heat race number 2. Backstretch run for the drivers as they continue to move into turn number 3. Single file kind of run. Almost 2x2 for Grantham and Marshall. They took the white flag. They're coming around 1 and 2 into the backstretch. 2 more turns to end heat race number 2. The 789 there to the inside. Big move coming around turn 3. The 888 to the outside. Is he going to have enough? Who's going to be in second? Ooh, man, Grantham takes over second. Melgard, Grantham, Marshall, Gailey, Woolley. That was a nice little race off to the finish line right there. Very cool. Very nice. Digging it. 3rd fastest in qualifying. Matt Belt, Clay Atwood's out there. There's Cody Kinsey. He's going to be inside row 2 with Cooper Weiss right there. Eric Schaefer, we see Big Shay from Drinking Bros Racing. And Jason Hastings, he's going to be out there as well. You know, we may just have to turn dynamic shadows completely off and just run without them and see what happens, because it's not supposed to be doing that. Only on the cars. Alrighty. I don't know. Alright, we'll give you just one commercial real quick. Try to fix that up. I think it was on the rest of the ends, so I do apologize about that, folks. We had our sound driver updated right in the middle of everything for my board, so I do apologize about you not being able to hear me in that one. So yeah, that is what it is. Thank you, Wooly. Thank you. Yep, you guys are doing it. I appreciate you. Wooly and the 002 gonna get the EOLs on that one. $20 to go here at Volusia, the 4th. Yep, stay high. Yep, my soundboard decided it was going to do an update right in the middle of all that, folks. So, you know, I have the automatic updates turned off. I don't know what's going on there. Giving more room. Oh, man, they were nailing each other. Never good whenever you're ready to go before the leader is. That just makes a mess. Melgar, Jared Yates, that's going to be the top 3 as they come around. The 111 of Atwood is trying to be there to the inside. The 12 working is knuckles to the bone. Trying to find that hole he was looking for earlier. Inside line run for most of the drivers. The triple fifth caution of the race comes out. And that was a little... see where this happened. Somebody came around right there. I don't know what happened. I didn't see what happened. Did anybody else see what happened out there? Not sure why the caution came out on that one, folks. Maybe somebody spun around and got loose. Possibly. Not sure. All right, let's go back to live. Gotta stay high, says Dean Kinsey out there. That's what I say. Get high and try not to block too much. Got some dirty cars out there. Got some damaged noses on a lot of cars as well. And Wooly, he was back there in the back of the field, and he just, look how many spots he just made up on that restart due to what was going on there. So, a lot of fun. 5th caution, 17 laps to go here in the feature. They're going to go double file. And I agree with Dean out there. Gotta stay high. You gotta get out there. You gotta hold on. Melgard, Jared, Yates, Atwood, and Marshall. That's gonna be the top 5. Grantham's gonna be out there in 6th. And we have Kinsey, McAvoy, Wooly on the inside of Sean Conklin at number 54. Schaefer ran a good heat race. He's trying to find himself back up there after the car involved. There's the 422 making moves. Swede Melgard is out front. The 12 finally getting that outside line where he wants to be. 45 of Jared to the inside. Garrett Marshall, the 789 right there in line with the 111 double file. Trying not to hit the yellow pylons there. That right there can be very dangerous. 16 laps to go here at Volusia. They're back to green flag racing, and that's where they want to be because that's the only way that you can make up any spots. Kyle Jarrett there, low line run, Melgard and Yates on the outside. Does look like Kyle Jarrett's going to finally get up there. He's going to slide into place. The 111 of Atwood had a lot of speed, though. Caution comes out. Matt Belt involved. Here is Matt Belt. I kind of wonder if
He came around and hit the pylon. He did. He hit the pylon. Oh, man. I wondered somebody was going to do it because it's just this big old... Oh, man. Here, let's go back. We're going to just rewind. We're going to watch that from Matt's point of view right there. He's coming around. He is solo right there. And Matt's a great driver. This is nothing against his... Whoop. That's not what I want. I want the cockpit view. There we are. All right. So here's Matt Belt. Of course, he's got all that mud right there. He's coming around this corner right here. You see all those cars, all the people down there. Good little line. He is working that wheel. At that track, I took out the turn 4. You took out the turn 4 wall. Oh, man, right there. That's exactly Dean Kinsey out there talking about that. That's exactly what happened there. I mean, it's back up just a little bit. I know we're going to go back to green here in just a moment, but that's what he hit. This big old painted yellow tractor tires, and on the other side of that, that's what he hit. You hear the thud. He hit the tire, and that's what happened there. Man, 6 caution comes out. That might have been what happened in that first one as well. That's crazy. And all the mud in the world can't save you. All right, folks. Now that my sound is back, or at least my vocals are back, you guys can hear me. I didn't mute myself. I never did. I've done it before, though. Melgard, Yates, Atwood, Jarrett. That's going to be the top 4. That's the box that's going to be ready to send it. The 888 and the 789 are going to be side by side. The 11 and the 422. Green flag rate. Green flag waves. Melgard, Yates, 045 of Jarrett to the inside. Atwood outside line run. Grantham on the inside. Shane Yates has been trying to find a hole and get inside of Swede Melgard. Melgard's going to lead another lap around here. Started on the pole, and that's where he's been. Jarrett to the inside, the 888 to the inside, 12 of Yates. Nobody able to gain an advantage on either line. Swede using all of the track that he can. Yates to the inside of Melgard, coming around turns 4 into turn number 1. They go side by side. Jared there with the 111 of Atwood. 12 laps to go here. Backstretch run. Yates trying to find some speed. Melgard and Yates starting to pull away from the pack. The 111 of Atwood gets to the outside of Jared. Looks like he might clear him. Jared almost hit the same turn 4 tire barrier right there. Trying to... The fastest line is the shortest line, but on a dirt track, you got to go where there's grip. And right now, it doesn't look like there's any grip on the bottom. Kyle Jarrett falling off. Garrett Marshall moves into 4th. Kyle Jarrett losing ground right there. The 888 of Grantham drive off from the 12. The 12 trying to get some extra room, trying to get some speed, trying not to check up in your mini stock. Oh, in your mini stock. Ow! Dean Kinsey sharing war stories from the days of driving Volusia. The 111 of Atwood, he's gaining. He's trying to close the distance. Outside line run. 789 of Marshall trying to get to the inside of the 111 right there. The 12 of Yates trying to use the inside line run, trying to find that extra grip somewhere. Comes up high. Melgard using the high line now, moving himself slightly up the track each and every lap, trying to keep all of that extra grip away from the 12 of Shane Yates. Melgard, Atwood, Marshall, Yates there in 2nd. Melgard in 1st, Atwood, then Marshall, Grantham, Kinsey in 6th. Here's the battle. Here's what's going on right there. There's Kinsey. And where Kyle Jarrett fell back to, he is now in 7th place. He was up there battling for 2nd and 3rd. The outside line being the speed line. And Shane Yates just trying to find some way to gain an edge over Swede Melgard. Melgard, one of the best in the business out there. A lot of these drivers, once they get back to racing, the racing is just beautiful. Yates, I think he is finding something here because he is finding a diamond in the rough and utilizing that speed just to hold on. 5 laps to go here in the feature for the Dirt Street Stock Series. After this, we'll have the modifieds. Bumper-to-bumper action. Melgaard's going to use the high line and the midline. Yates eking out just a little bit more each time, trying to pull off something here. Yates there inside, trying to take over the lead from Melgaard. Side-by-side run, forcing him up the track. Yates going for all. He turns it in there with a whole bunch of speed. Melgaard to the outside line. Yates is going to lose ground here. He's going to slip back up and back down. Trying to pull a slide job out of somewhere. Turn 1 and turn 2 seems to be to the better. Whoa, Yates blinked on me there. Melgaard outside line run. There they go. The 111 of Yates is there. Kyle Jarrett trying to apply some pressure. He's on the outside. At 789 of Marshall. He fell back just a little bit. Inside line run has gone away. Some speed has got to come from somewhere because Yates trying to put some moves on. And now, as they come around, they're going to take the white flag here. A nice little run here after those cautions early on. White flag waves at Volusia, and Yates is going to send it around the wall, trying to hold on. It's going to be a battle side by side when they come to the line. Melgaard, Yates, Atwood. That's going to be the top 3. Yates trying to hold a slide job up into Melgaard. Melgaard looked like he was going to turn him. Oh, man. Yates, Melgaard, Atwood, Kinsey forced him up the track. That was a move there. Trying to see what. Go back. Take a look at that. This was the move of the race, I think. Here they are going in the corner, and Yates, the way he was coming in, I knew there was, it's kind of like being at Daytona. You know there's going to be contact coming to the checkered flag. Yates slides in. We know there's going to be contact here. Melgaard holds on to that sucker and drives it forward, because right there, at any given point, could have turned him. And Melgaard comes around, holds it in sideways for second right there. And man, oh man, oh man. Brian Zimmerman out there. That's what I hear. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. All right, that's it. It'll be discussed later on, but unofficial results. That's why it says unofficial. Shane Yates, Swede Melgaard, Clay Atwood, Nicholas Grantham, Cody Kinsey. There's Kyle Jarrett, Garrett Marshall, Michael Woolley, and Jared McAvoy. Kinsey with the top 5. Nice job there. Woolley inside the top 10. Dane Lloyd, Sean Conklin. Schaefer made up some ground. Very good to see him do that. There is Matt Belt, Cade Geely, Jason Hastings, Robert Parrott, Clifford Bellamy, and then Cooper Wise 30 laps down. Of course, that's who was out there helping. So appreciate everybody. We're going to take a break. Put you into the wall. Watch. Either way, no arguing on the Facebook, guys. I don't even remotely look at that stuff and tolerate it. I see it. I hear everybody. I see it. We'll review it. Everything's unofficial until we review it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hear everybody. I hear what you say. Thank you very much. We'll be back here in a little bit. We've got modifieds coming up, and yeah, we'll be back. Alrighty, folks, we're back to it again right here. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning once again. Jason over here at Signature Esports. We have the Volusia Modifieds. I think we're going to have one heat race here. Garrett Marshall, I think Sean Conklin's loading in there. Swede Melgard, Clay Atwood, Bryant Paul. Some good names. All right, here's starting grid for the first heat racers. Garrett Marshall, Clay Atwood, Swede Melgard, Bryant Paul, Sean Conklin, Kyle Jared, Eric Schaefer. Of course, I'm sitting here doing this. Good old fun. Good old fun. Kenzie's running a special scheme for, I think he said Paps out there. So we'll take a look at that whenever that comes back up. Get your watch parties back going. Get everything rocking and rolling. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the music. I had to skip some of the tracks because we know explicit stuff and I don't work. But I want to give a big shout out to Twitch for putting that out there. Now I use occasionally I use two different ones. I use Pretzel whenever I use Streamlabs OBS, and then I use Soundtrack by Twitch whenever I'm doing other stuff. So they've got some. It's all supposed to be CDMA free music that we can use to excite our crowds and do all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alrighty, kind of excited. Ready to get the modifieds ready to go. It's gonna be fun. I'm not loading in. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, folks. Gonna have some fun here. Gonna get these modifieds ready to rock and roll here at Volusia. Or so. Let's take a look at the race info and see what kind of temperatures we're dealing with. 74-degree track temperature, 78-degree air temperature, 47% humidity, still partly cloudy skies. In all of the series, whenever we do the dirt series, have up to 60 drivers, 24 drivers to the feature. If we have a full field, that kind of thing. So it's good to see everybody out there doing it. We do know that it is the holiday season, so hopefully everybody's out there having a great night, and happy Hanukkah to those out there who celebrate. And if you don't celebrate Hanukkah and you're getting ready to celebrate the holidays with your family, then of course do that. Hello to all of our friends all over the world, from Australia, New Zealand, the UK. Seeing a lot of our good folks out there, kind of everywhere. So, a whole lot of love to have, a whole lot of fun to be, and they're going to wait on the green flag. Modified, it's going to run 6 laps around. They're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it. Garrett Marshall is going to lead him around. He got the fastest lap in qualifying. Atwood's going to be on the outside. No cautions in the heat races. Only cautions come during the feature, so that's how that's going to work. iRacing Spectacular. Volusia, get ready to go green. Right here. 6 laps is what they're going to run. Stepping in the gas. There they go. Swede Melgard. We see him up there. A little bit of love, a little bit of fun. Marshall all the way around. There he goes. He has got that thing hauling. Hauling butt, man. Man, oh man. Schaefer coming around. Look at it. Big Schaefer rocking and rolling. The 3 running the Bush Latte scheme. There, he's catching Melgard, running hard. Garrett Marshall up front. Eric Schaefer trying to put it on. Conklin got a little bit out of there. Thank you, Kyle Jared. I think Kyle might be running race control during this race, so appreciate you very much. Marshall out by a whole second over these 2 right here. Oh. Holding on to it. Nice job, Melgard. Holding on to it. Schaefer was trying to send it into the bottom right there, trying to get it sideways around the corner. Now 3 laps to go. 1, 2, and 3. Marshall, Melgard. There's Schaefer, Paul, Atwood, Conklin. Man, oh man. That was a move of the ages. Garrett Marshall out front by 1.6 seconds. Melgard in second. Schaefer in third. Eric Schaefer was hauling. Took us, man. He is driving that thing like he stole it. There goes the 789 of Marshall around. The 111 going a lap down to the race leader, trying to step into it. Swede Melgaard. There is Swede in second. Does look like that's how it's going to end. Marshall, Melgaard, Schaefer. That's going to be the top three in the heat race. Marshall and Melgaard, they're going to be, oh man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. We got heat race number 2 coming up. Nice. Let's take a look at the starting grid in this one. Shane Yates, Matt Belt, Michael Woolley, Cody Kinsey, Zach Rinker, Robert Parrott, Jason Hastings. That's going to be heat race number 2 for you. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, we got to look at Kinsey's car because this, well, when he loads in, as soon as he loads in, we'll look at it, okay? Because, there he is. Cody Kinsey running a throwback paint scheme. Right there. Let's get the all-around view. I believe I've got that there. Oh, that's the wrong one. There he is. 789 Designs doing that for him. Look at that hood. Look at that. Ooh. Get it? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, no, we gotta do it occasionally. All right, let's look at Shane Yates's gearbox real quick. You'll get a real nice little, I think that's Matt Belt's gearbox. There we are. There's Cody Kinsey right there. Nerf bar included. Woolley, Mr. Thanos, the Idol. There they are. Look at that. How pretty these things are. Man, oh man. Shane Yates going to lead them straight to the start-finish line when we go green here. Got Yates, Belt, and then we've got Woolley, we've got Kinsey. Big Shane Yates paint scheme too. That's a nice little paint scheme. Speaking of paint schemes, there it is. Running Alan Hackworth's paint scheme. Very cool, very cool. Alan, good to see you out there, man. All right, dirt slinging fun, iRacing spectacular, Real Racing Online Dirt Series, heat race number 2. And man, oh man, here they go. Fred high atop of the stands. You're going to see him dive off. There goes pace truck. Whoa, got to wait for the green flag there, Yates. Whoa. Matt Belt to the inside. Matt Belt having to give up the lead right there. Got to wait for the green flag on the start. After that, when there's a caution, all restarts are on the race leader. Coming around, Kinsey in third, Woolley in fourth. Matt Belt and Shane Yates rocking and rolling. Turn 1 for him right there. You see him, how they're, I mean, these things get so sideways. The fact that they drive and are even able to be able to catch grip is just amazing. Belt, Yates, that's 1 and 2. Kinsey and Woolley, that's 3 and 4. Rinker back there. Did Rinker throw up? I think the guys are trying to get him to run the Barbie paint scheme again. 3 laps to go at Volusia here in heat race number 2. There's the 14 and the 12. There's the 11 and the 13. Matt Belt doing a great job of holding off right here. 2 to go. Turn 1, turn 2. Backstretch run for the drivers. I say backstretch, they're just sideways all the time. Good to see Burn Rubber Media out there, one of your favorite dirt series. Good to see that. Yes, it's I like seeing this stuff in real life too. Calling races at tracks and getting that stuff ready to rock and roll. Matt Belt, 0.3 of a second and growing. Coming around turn 4, front stretch run, heat race. Number 2 is in the books. Belt, Yates, Kinsey. Then we've got Woolley. I think Rinker coming around right there. Jason Hastings sitting that one out. Right, all right, all right. Starting grid for the feature. And it's not the heat race. It's feature. There we are. And they aren't modifieds. They are dirt modifieds. Garrett Marshall. Matt Belt. That's going to be your front row. Sweet Melgard, Shane Yates. That's going to be... These guys had an intense battle there in the street stocks. And no doubt they have the skill to win. Eric Schaefer, Cody Kinsey. That's going to make up row number 3. Bryant Paul, Michael Woolley, Sean Conklin, Zach Rinker.
Those look like we're going to have Clay Atwood and Jason Hastings back there in the back. Thank you to Kyle Jarrett and Robert Parrott. Appreciate you very much for what you guys do.
And, of course, you got me. But that's the 12 drivers in this one, I think.
That's what's going on. Empty. Jason Hastings back here.
Volusia is it. 11 cars in the field. That's what I'm seeing, at least. The blimp view of the field. They're going to go 2 laps around. It's going to be cool. Cautions do happen. And because cautions do happen, caution laps will not count. It'll be Marshall, Belt, Melgard. Cody Kinsey is going to be there in 4th. He's going to start on the outside right there. Something happened to Shane Yates there. That's what I was looking for. Shane Yates there in the back. I was kind of wondering what was going on there. I don't know if Yates blinked out or something happened there. Maybe he's trying to catch back up to the drivers. Not really sure. Working their way through the field. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Yates. He was supposed to start 4th. According to the starting grid, at least. Alrighty. They're coming around. They're going to go green flag racing here. Waiting for the pace truck to dive in. They've got to wait for the green flag. And Fred says, go. Green flag waves right here at Volusia. The 30-lap feature in the modifieds. Highline run for the drivers. Marshall and Belt to the outside of Garrett Marshall side by side for the massive horsepower modifieds. I believe we were talking about putting the new big blocks in here too, so we might see those in the near future. 789 caution comes out. Brian Paul, Sean Conklin involved. Here's what happened here. Brian Paul, the 44, right there. Oh, Woolley. Oh, Woolley. Woolley bounced off the wall. No, Woolley. Holy cow. That's right along with Michael Woolley. Let's back that up. We're going to back that up right here. Man, that was a good start, too. Woolley was using the outside line. Let's check on Michael Woolley right there. And we're going to ride along in the gyro cam, I believe. Yep. That's what we're running along. There it is. Outside line run. Hard to see right there. Oh, he's coming around. He's right there. Outside line run. Out of the gas, into the throttle. Gets into it. Outside. Whoa. Upside down. No. Whoa. 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 Man. Let's go back. Rewind. Be kind, rewind. Man. That was intense. The 44 and the 54, just bystanders. Man. He was windbreaking there. Or windmilling or breakdancing, whatever you want to call it. And his wheel stuck. He couldn't go anywhere because his wheel shoved straight up into... Oh, man. That sucks. All right, back to life. Man, that sucked. 789, the 14 of Belt. There's Melgard and Kinsey. I say sucked. I really mean that. That was not a good situation. Let's use my proper grammar there. Belt and Melgard, they were doing a great job right there. Now we're going to be on the race leader. So when the pace truck dives in, they're going to be ready to go. They're waiting for the pace truck to get around. These things have a lot of horsepower, so they've got to let the pace truck get in. There he goes. 789 of Marshall gets a great restart right there. Melgard is there as well. So 789, 14, the 11 of Kinsey right there. Melgard to the inside of Kinsey. But 1, 2, and 3, the 789, 14, 11. That's where they're running. Good outside stretch. Got to keep it out of the wall. That's the big one. Woo, look at Schaefer go there to the bottom, trying to get to the inside of Sweet Melgard. And is going to do it, trying to straighten it up. Carrying forward, Melgard and Schaefer, they are side-by-side racing back there in 4th and 5th. But up front, the 14 trying to apply the pressure to the 789 of Garrett Marshall right there. I almost said Matt Marshall. I was trying to put their names together. Don't do that. Garrett Marshall, Matt Belt, Cody Kinsey. There's Eric Schaefer, Shane Yates. 25 laps to go here at Volusia in the heat race. And what a run it's been so far. Doing a great job. It's going to be a fast race if they don't do it. It looked awesome, says Cindy Kinsey Griffin out there. Yeah, it did look pretty cool. It's amazing how quick iRacing gets these tracks cleaned up after big wrecks. I know. You know, that half an hour time frame that you see on the real tracks, that's interesting. Eric Schaefer has worked his way through the field, and he is starting to figure some things out. Shane Yates there to the inside. He has worked his way from... gets into Eric Schaefer right there a little bit. Gotta be careful. These things are touchy. Schaefer in 4th, Shane Yates in 5th. That's a battle going on right there. Eric Schaefer down to the bottom, sliding up, diamond move, coming out of the exit of turn 4. First stretch run. Eric Schaefer there to the bottom. Now they're side-by-side racing. Sweet Melgard has fallen back to 6 off 3 positions from where he started. This is the run for everybody. Garrett Marshall out front, but he's got Matt Belt there. It looks like Conklin got into something there. Here it is right here. Sean Conklin, the 54, holding up. Oh, had the McDonald's car right there. Nope. Oh, whatever. Oh, Conklin was trying to hold on to it. Man, chicken nuggets. Ah, chicken nuggets. That's my way of cursing. Back at it again here in just a little bit. Man, that was a good race going on so far. Kind of digging it. 789, the 14 of Belt. That's going to be your front row. Kinsey and Schaefer, the 11 and a 3. That's going to be 3rd and 4th in the second row. Yates and Melgard next to each other once again. There they are. And Shane Yates was coming. He was doing a good job. Zach Rinker, the number 60, running the McDonald's paint scheme. And then Sean Conklin back there with the chicken nugget mobile. I mean, chicken nuggets chasing some golden arches. Kind of dig it. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck here in just... Oh, actually, I take that back. Lights are off on the pace truck. They're going to go back to green flag racing here. Man, oh man. All right. Tim Woolley says, be spectacular. Absolutely. Thanks for following me today, Tim. I got your notification during a live broadcast. It was super cool. I like it. Thank you very much for following us today. Pace truck coming around, gonna dive in, and we're gonna go back to green flag racing. It's gonna be on the race leaders, the 789 of Garrett Marshall. He and Matt Belt have been rocking and rolling. Nice. That was like a simultaneous 1 through 4 start right there. The 21 lap to go marker. Matt Belt inching his way out front right there. The 789 didn't have quite the start. Looks like the outside line was just a little bit better. John, so caution's going to come out right here. something happened. Conklin and Jason Hastings into each other. That's what it looked like right there. Let's take a look. There's the 54. Whoa. Conklin with Rinker. Those two got together. Conklin down to the bottom, slides up, goes around. Oh. Aw. They almost saved it. It was almost saved. Dang old iRacing. Didn't need to call that. They almost saved it. All right, those two drivers, they've got their own EOLs. They're going to be at the end of the longest line. 20 laps to go, third caution in the race. They got some things worked out. They're going to be ready to rock and roll here in just a moment. Good to see it. Good to see it. Eric Schaefer, he's going to be in third. Cody Kinsey in fourth. Marshall, Belt, Kinsey, Schaefer, Yates, Melgard. I think that's the way it looks, and I think that's due to the. Well, that's according to the telemetry. So we'll see how that works as we go around. Man, oh man, oh man! Here we are. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to go back to green flag racing. They're double file. When we go back to green, we're going to have 20 laps to go. Volusia, Dirt Series. Fun times at Ridgemont High. You think these things are fast? Wait until we get to the super lates. Man, they're going to be fast. Gone is 789. He gets a better restart that time. He's like, I'm done waiting around. Let's get going. There is, Kinsey and Yates. They're collecting each other there a little bit. 789 of Marshall has Belt to worry about. Schaefer in third. Melgard in fourth. Shane Yates to number 12. He is right there. Kinsey trying to hold on. Somebody was there. Somebody went around. Shane Yates went around right there. Take a look at that real quick. Here's the restart right here. All right, that's not the restart. This is Shane Yates and Cody Kinsey. Ooh, a little Nerf bar hit the back of the 33 a little bit. And Yates went around. Those things do happen. Such long noses on there. Sometimes it's just a little bit hard to judge because of how far you sit back in that bar on the front, giving you kind of a judgment of where you're at, but realistically, not really. If you look at the cockpit view of these things, I believe I've even got them set up kind of high. You know, that's what you're looking at. Where the nose cuts off right there, you've got like 4 more feet. Crazy. And some mud. Trash Panda Mafia, the 789 of Garrett Marshall. He is rocking and rolling. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about right there. You can barely, barely see that. I get the hiccups. Man, oh man. There they go. They're ready to rock and roll. Look at that thing. Top 3, Marshall, Belt, Schaefer. That's what it's going to look like. 19 laps to go. 4th caution of the race. And we're going to get ready to go rocking and rolling here. This is what's going to happen. I may have to watch this from all sorts of angles. You hear the bad boy just idling around. Getting a little bump here and there to keep him going. And all of a sudden, you're going to hear him go, green, green, green. There it is. That's what it looks like. Look how high the rear of that car gets up right there. As he comes around, caution comes out once again. Eric Schaefer crashed. How in the world did that happen? He got into it right there. Oh, got into it just a little bit too much. Hit Melgard, went around. man. That's all right. Marshall, Belt, Melgard, Rinker, Yates, Kinsey, Hastings, and Schaefer. That's what it looks like right there. That was just getting into it. Good to see everybody tuning in, and a whole lot of fun out there. Thank you very much for doing so. It is Sunday night, Real Racing Online Dirt Series. I was trying to stream, or trying to broadcast this morning. I was trying to get things set up to be able to broadcast Rocket League and do a tournament this morning, but it failed on me, and whenever I went back to get back in there, I missed the start of it. So that stuff is pretty finicky. I'm gonna have to figure that stuff out here pretty soon, and that'll be something that we're gonna add to our repertoire of things that we can do. Of course, you guys get to watch me do Phasmophobia, which is absolutely a blast. Cyberpunk, I got about 7.5 hours into that game already, into the campaign mode, so you guys will be able to see some of that going on here pretty soon. I'm going to continue that story mode. I'm digging that storyline, and it's a whole lot of fun. iRacing, we're taking a break from iRacing over a couple of weeks, except for just a couple of leagues that we have for the holidays. Signature NASCAR Series action is done. Real Racing Online will be back after the holidays. We're going to take a few weeks break with that. This is going to be a whole lot of fun here. Marshall, though, nice jump. He and Belt have some of the best restarts, not just in the modifieds, but in some of the other series as well. We see these dirt cars, they're difficult to get started and get into a groove right away, and that's kind of what you have to do, especially these things when they're running, you know, heck of, it's just speed. Here's the dashboard, bottom right hand of your screen, 74 miles an hour. Or into a corner, 110 into a corner, and then they're coming around 74, dropping off speed, accelerating, just keeping into the throttle. That's all he's doing. You see Marshall right there. You see the blue line that's feathering up and down. That's the throttle. That's what he's holding on to. Marshall, Belt, Yates. Looks like Yates trying to get around Melgard right there. Melgard has Kinsey to the inside now. Cody Kinsey driving Pop's paint scheme. And looks like Kinsey's going to clear Melgard. Melgard's going to fall back. Melgard trying to use the high line right there. I'm not sure if that's working for this one yet, but Belt is applying the pressure. There is Belt right there on the inside line. The 789 of Marshall trying to find... he's doing exactly what he did in the last race. Same as Melgard. The same thing that Melgard did in the last race. Melgard just put himself in the way all the time, and that's exactly what's going on here. Yates right there in the mix again. Kinsey trying to catch up. You see these drivers are really holding on to what they have. Eric Schaefer was one of the fastest on the tracks. He has one of the fastest laps on the track. He's trying to get around Rinker and catch back up to the front of the field where he was at. He was running in the top 3. Garrett Marshall has Belt right there. Jason Hastings looked like he might have crashed, but he is off track, so he is in the pit road. 10 laps to go, coming around, making it 9 laps to go. Matt Belt starting to figure some things out because he's inching ever closer to the race leader of the 789 of Marshall. Every week, money on the line, $15 to the winner of each feature. Belt now, I think, is forcing Marshall up higher. And he is. He's forcing Marshall to run up higher in the more slick stuff. He's catching a little bit of grip there on the bottom, the closer that he runs to the wall. And look at that. He's running so close to the wall that he's got grip there, and he's trying to find that slide job. He's going to get a little nose work there, a little nose damage, but nothing big. 789 of Marshall leads it around. Kinsey starting to close the distance just a little bit at a time. He's trying to catch up to Shane Yates, who's fallen off pace just a little bit from the race leaders. Marshall and Belt, they were neck and neck just a moment ago. Trying to miss those outland barriers right there, those big tractor tires. 5 laps to go here at Volusia. The modifieds have gotten underway, one of the bigger tracks on the circuit, and they are really starting to dig, and put more pressure into the Belt. Gets a better run, almost enough to pull a slide job, and now he's going to do it. Sliding up the track, going to take the lead away from Garrett Marshall on the exit of 2. .789 of Marshall is going to put the same line on the Belt as Marshall was doing before. The 14 of Matt Belt right there, and now Shane Yates in third. 3 seconds out over Kinsey. Kinsey looked like he lost a little bit there, about 1.4 seconds, but was running up top there for a little while. Belt, 0.3 of a second and growing over Marshall. 2 laps to go. Shane Yates going to try to pull it. Maybe he's going to try to pull another position out of this because he is applying the throttle. White flag waves here at Volusia. And Belt seemingly to pull away. He had to try to find a way cleanly around Marshall, and he did so. Pulled a nice slide job, and as he did, that's where everything seemingly worked in his favor. Belt, Marshall, Yates, Kinsey, then Melgard, Rinker, and then Schaefer. I think that's going to be the end of the field for you right there. Results are going to come around. There it is. There is your race results. Matt Belt, Garrett Marshall, Shane Yates, Cody Kinsey, Swede Melgard, then Eric Schaefer, and Zach Rinker finished right behind him. Jason Hastings, Sean Conklin, there's Wooly, Brian Paul, Clay Atwood. Thank you, Kyle Jarrett, for what you do. Thank you, Robert Parent. Appreciate you very much. And it is kind of nice to see that stuff happen. Very, very cool. All right, folks. Supers are coming up. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll have their practice live, and we'll have a lot of fun. Be right back with you. If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Black Horse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Black Horse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Black Horse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
taking, getting leaner.
Alrighty, folks, we're back at it again. Volusia Speedway is where we're at for Roll Racing Online. Now we're going to be into the super lates. We've got a few drivers out there. We're going to have a couple of heats, and then we're going to get off to it into a feature. Same as before, same as again. They're going to run 6-lap heat races, and then we're going to be into a 30-lap feature. Fastest time right now seems to be Shane Yates out there. Shane was faster in practice, so we're going to see how that's going to work out for the super lates. Now, being fast in practice and being fast in qualifying definitely can hold it as a trying situation, but racing is a whole different ballgame. Drivers figure things out, and, you know, that's kind of how it goes. Here's the race info. 82 degrees on the track, 82 degrees in the air. That's what we're looking at right now. Let's see. Ready to grid for you. Here is the starting grid. Shane Yates is going to lead the first heat out. It's not the feature. That's the heat race. Normally I sit here and get all that figured out beforehand. And, I have to go through and select some stuff, type it in, and that kind of thing. Shane Yates and Garrett Marshall, that's going to be the front row. Swede Melgaard's going to be behind Shane Yates, and then the 015 Cody Kenzie out there on the outside line. Clay Atwood and the 111's back out there. And Jordan McAvoy is going to be joining the crowd with the number 14. And then Dane Lloyd, the Texas driver, is going to be bringing up the rear of the field in the 45. So we're going to have a lot of fun. These things are fast, 16 seconds around the track. Look at that time by Shane Yates, 16.040 for qualifying. Garrett Marshall in second, so that's going to be third, fifth, 7th, 9th, 11th, and 13th. That's what it's going to look like right there. That is the time around the track. Difference from everybody. Douglas Carlson getting to come on. Cody win this thing out there. Maybe the man out there himself, Mr. DG. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, and I know that most of us go back to the regular scheduled program tomorrow, but hopefully everybody is having a great evening. Nonetheless, school is still in session. Things are still what they are out there in the world. But I will tell you that it's okay. Signature Esports is a gaming platform, a gaming community, and we are here to be a community, so make sure that you get in and watch what we do, regardless if it's iRacing or any of the other things that we're involved in. We'd like to be a part of it, and we'd like to do what we can to be inspirations to everybody, even if it's just a little inspiration. Yates, Marshall, Melgaard, Kenzie, Atwood, that's going to be the top 5. There's McAvoy and Dane Lloyd. That's going to be all the way to the back, and they're going to run 6 laps here, and they're going to be fast laps. No cautions in the heat races, and a reminder that only cautions happen in the feature.
And only penalties are cars and cars involved.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be real.
It's going to be real fun here.
Marshall, Yates, Kinsey, Melgard, Atwood. That's what we're looking at. Pace truck's going to dive off. They've got to go on green on the starts of each race. So the start of the heat and the start of the race. And so now they're just waiting for the green flag from Fred, and they get it. Yates gets a better jump this time. Marshall to the outside of Yates. Outside line is the preferred line in when things get worn in, but right now they can utilize the bottom of that track for a solid 6 laps, because that thing is not glossed over yet. When you start seeing it glass over, what they call smoothing out, that's when you know that track is super slick. And now is the time to get what you can out of it. Put yourself in a great place for the feature, because it's tough to pass. Yates, Marshall, Melgard, there's Kinsey in 4th, Atwood in 5th, McAvoy and Lloyd. I don't wish to be any of these guys. I can barely drive these things around in officials, let alone, or in a practice session, let alone an official or in a league race. So these guys are wonderful. I know some of these guys do this for in the real world too, so it's really cool to see them get out there and rock and roll. See the mud flying up over into the stands. That's what it's like in real life. You see it just digging and coming out of the tires. Yates running clean. Marshall there. Melgard, Kinsey, Atwood, McAvoy, Lloyd. Yates trying to win 2 of the 3 races tonight. Street Stocks is where he was at, and now it looks like he's got everything it needs to be to win this heat and to put himself in a good place for the feature. White flag is flying. Oh, it gets into the wall a little bit right there. You can't make mistakes like that. You can't just get too complacent, but good run nonetheless. Yates coming around and winning. Can't hit the wall. These things will upset. They will hold on, but they won't hold on for long. Alrighty. Second fastest in qualifying. It's going to be Matt Belt. He was a 10th of a second off of the pole sitter. Michael Woolley in second place. He's going to be right there on the outside of Matt Belt. There's Zach Rinker, Eric Schaefer, Bryant Paul, Jason Hastings. Kyle Jarrett, I believe, is running race control during the last 2 sessions. So thank you very much for what he's doing. Because he likes to. He probably likes to. SDK Gaming is the overlays that I'm using. That's why they're up in the top left-hand corner. I want to give them a big old shout-out because they're pretty awesome. I do like them. Matt Belt is running the 16 here. Zach Rinker is going to be right behind him. I think he's running the Rick and Morty's game. Very cool. Eric Schaefer and Michael Woolley, they're going to be out there. Michael Woolley is right there. He is. Just blinking a little bit there, but he's doing all right. Cars are getting ready to rock and roll. Try not to beat and bang too much. Track has not slicked over too bad yet, but the session from before is going to carry over, so we're going to see how this works out for him. Oh man, I'm excited. So much fun, says Cody Kinsey. Yeah, I'm glad it's fun for everybody. It's what it's there for. A little bump and bang from all the drivers who are ready to go. Belt, Woolley, Rinker, Schaefer, Paul, Hastings. That's going to be the lineup whenever they go green here. As you see, the 16 of Matt Belt ready to rock and roll. 6 laps is what they're going to run. And they've got to wait for that green flag here. And they're going to get it. Where the flagman says green, green, green. Matt Belt inside, Wooly outside. Bump, noticed a bumper. Look at that. Holy cow. Wooly outside. They're trying to hold on to what he's got for second place. Rinker there inside of Michael Woolley. Side by side, the 16 and the 13. Look at him go. This is a much closer race than at the very beginning. 16 and the 13, that's where it's going to be at. Belt, Woolley, Rinker there in third. Schaefer, big slide up in, bouncing off for the number 60, gonna take away third place. Woolley to the inside. It's in it, straightens back out. Belt, nice job, Belt, getting around there and taking the contact, and now starting to pull away just a little bit from Michael Woolley. Woolley right there in second place. Diamond slide, I think that's what it's called. Trying to pull it away. Woolley's going to take the lead. And that is side-by-side contact. Matt Belt. Eric Schaefer. Man, oh man. They're one. Tooth and nail. The 13, the 16 right there. There is Eric Schaefer in third. Zach Rinker in fourth. Paul there. Woolley kind of blinked a little bit there. Not a big deal. They're coming around. Oh, Schaefer goes around. Oh, Rinker was in the back with Schaefer. Rinker, unofficial results coming around. Belt's going to come to the inside. White flag has waved. And that's going to be the results right there. Man, oh man. Woolley, Belt, Rinker, Paul, Hastings, and Schaefer. Schaefer was right there. And I can't go back and look at the replay because the feature is already upon us. Starting grid for the feature. It's going to be Yates and Woolley, then Marshall and Belt. Melgard, Rinker, Kinsey, Paul, Atwood, Hastings, Dane Lloyd, Eric Schaefer is going to be there in 12th. Moving on down the list. Come on now. Come on. Jordan McAvoy and Kyle Jarrett, thank you very much for doing what you're doing out there. And then I am sitting over here with some warm broth and a cup of coffee. I think my throat's doing something funny, guys. That's what I think is going on. All right, that's going to be the feature. 30 laps is what they're going to run, and it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a good race. I have faith in this race. I expect to see some cautions. I expect to see some hard racing. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Yates to the inside of Woolley. Woolley, of course, one of the guys that's been with Real Racing Online since the very beginning. As you see, Hawkeye Trucking. Number 12 is Shane Yates running around the track. Garrett Marshall's 789. Fantastic driver out there. Matt Belt's there as well. Zach Rinker drives in all the other series. It's good to see him get out here and run the dirt. Swede. Good to see Swede. Kinsey. Always good to see Kinsey. Mr. Yeah. Garrett Paul, or Bryant Paul. Sorry, Bryant Paul. He's out there. Clay Atwood. Jason Hastings. Lloyd. Mr. Schaefer. Whole lot of fun. We're going green here as soon as they come around turn 4. And it is a lot of fun. Caution laps do not count. And it is ready. Yates, Woolley, Belt, Marshall, Rinker. That's where it's going to be. Green, green, green all the way through. Here they go. Yates and Woolley. Woolley ready to hold on. He's going to slip to the outside. Force Yates to the inside. The 12 and a 13 battling up front. Shane Yates trying to get to Michael Woolley. On the turn of exit 4, Woolley's going to lead here. And Volusia. And Woolley has been fast. Man, oh man, that start was amazing. And now Shane Yates is trying to apply the pressure to Michael Woolley. Shane Yates there to the bottom side. Lap 2 being completed. Green flag conditions. Michael Woolley, high side run. Fast caution is going to come out. Woolley is going to be your race leader. Clay Atwood involved there. Let's see what happened to Clay Atwood here. It's the 111. The 111 comes around the corner. Oh. Had to slow up, check up. Everybody involved. Woo. Not that much damage. Wow. Woolley is your race leader right now. Shane Yates to the outside. And that might be beneficial to Shane Yates right there because that outside seemed like it was where you needed to be. Now, starts are on the leader, restarts are on, or sorry, starts are on the green flag, restarts are on the leader. I was backwards there for a moment. And that's kind of how that works out. So Woolley's going to get a jump for sure, but is he going to be able to hold off Shane Yates, who was fast? I mean, and I mean fast in practice. But Woolley looks like he's going to have the fastest lap of the race right now. He was a 16.06 over Shane Yates. Garrett Marshall is 16.17. This guy's first. Everybody's having fun and enjoying themselves, getting those wonderful holiday wish lists made for everybody. Hopefully Santa Claus is going to show up. Speaking of Santa Claus, tomorrow night we're going to throw on a cash race. And because I made a mistake, I didn't make a mistake. I kind of made a mistake. But at the same time, Drinking Bros Racing is going to bring you our cash race tomorrow. And we're going to have Santa Claus here. Santa Claus. There goes Michael Woolley. He's going to take off. Santa Claus is going to show up. He's going to give away a present from Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. And it's going to be kind of nice. We're going to see what Santa Claus is going to do for us. He's going to give that present away to someone live on the air. It's going to be super cool. Cash race benefiting Toys for Tots. You're going to be able to donate during the stream. Directly to a local Toys for Tot representative here at where I'm at in order to make a donation to the Center Sports and all of you guys out there. Now, it will benefit the entire Toys for Tots, not just our local area. So it's going to be Toys for Tots that it will help go. Every penny will go to Toys for Tots and help out right there. So. They have a rep here, and I was speaking to her about what we can do, and she was like, yeah, you make a donation, we'll submit it to the foundation on behalf of Signature Esports. So that's what we're going to do. Michael Woolley using the inside line. Yates there. Marshall in second right there. Eric Schaefer involved. He ran a few laps. Good race going on. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to catch you guys up on the news. Schaefer is right. Oh, no. Oh, he just left the race. That was bad. Oh, not really. He was trying to stay off Rinker right there and feather the throttle around, and that stopped everything. Stopped the hiatus. Second caution. But they are 7 laps in. These cars are fast. They're just so fast. I enjoy watching them. They're just absolutely amazing. Woolley out there having fun. Here's the 789 behind him right there. And man, oh man. I do dig the way that these cars look. I mean, late model racing is already fantastic, but you throw them on dirt. It's awesome. Just awesome. Look at all that mud. Caked up on the front. I think I've got the camera set. No, it's not set that far. But we're gonna, let's go back to Garrett Marshall and see if we can see into the mud on there. Yeah, quite often you do get to see it. I think I might have moved the cameras though. All right, this is where Willie's gonna be. He's gonna be out front. Shane Yates is gonna be there as well. Swede Melgard and Garrett Marshall there to the rear of him. You see Garrett Marshall. Melgard worked his way to the front. There's the Rocketeer up there. Kinsey. Ooh. Well, he just has that little point where it blinks. And he's usually pretty good. Shane Yates in second. Marshall inside. Kinsey making a pass. Woo, where goes Kinsey? Kinsey rock and roll. There's Team Yeah. Matt Belt trying to make moves. There's the 16. He was up there for a little bit. Got Melgar to the outside. Belt's just super fast. Trying to catch up to Michael Woolley. Woolley up front. I think he is having a few extra issues right now, but that's all right. We'll follow along with Shane Yates, so that way the race is still clean. And there we go. It does look like Woolley's going to go to the bottom. Yates is going to try to climb to the outside. The 789 of Marshall right there as well. Marshall going to go to the bottom. He's going to take over second place. Michael Woolley out front. 18 laps to go. You got to get around him. Who's going to do it? Get back to the back bumper of the 789. Woolley gets a little bit loose on the exit right there. I mean, more loose than what he is when he's putting down the throttle. Diamond-shaped run coming around the corner, 789. Woolley's going to have to defend two cars at once, really, right there, and they can't see him, and they're just going to have to drive their line and do what they can. All good things. Michael Woolley out front, but for how long? Schaefer and Hastings involved there. Let's take a look. There's Jason Hastings in the 29. There's Schaefer coming around into the corner. Oh, Hastings. Whoa! Eric Schaefer was a ramp right there. I don't want to look at that from Schaefer's point of view. All right, we're going to switch over real quick. So this was just a, kind of the run. This is what he's seeing. Of course, he's probably clearing his tape. We'll go back to it. He sees the 29. Oh, there's not much you can do about that. He taps the wall and it stops him. And then the 29 gets sent. That was Jason Hastings. Let's back up real quick. Oh, man. All right. Let's go to the nose. Ooh. Okay, so this is Schaefer. We're around the corner. Here's the nose of the car. Right there. Getting into it, all that dirt and debris. 29 of Jason Hastings is there. He's seeing it, straightens the car up, catching him, doing a great job. 29 gets into it, hits the wall, and nose blows. Ouch. No bueno. Michael Woolley still your race leader. Garrett Marshall to the outside. Yates inside with Woolley. Kinsey on the outside. The 015 of Melgard is out there. There's Mr. Matt Belt as well. And man, oh man. That was two scoops. Marshall and Woolley. Woolley gets a good restart right there. Has to put on the pressure for the caution of the race. But now we're back under the green with 15 laps to go. 16 seconds a lap. The 12 inside of Kinsey. Kinsey to the outside. Kinsey's going to clear the 12 right there. The 11 going by the 12. The 11 inside. There's Garrett Marshall inside of Wooly Rankin as well. Single file. The 12 applying the pressure. Trying to get to it. Kinsey sliding up. Belt to the outside of Kinsey. Kinsey losing 2 places at once. Maybe. Nope. He's back to 4th. Just 1 place. That's Kinsey up to the top. Wooly out front. The 789 Marshall right there. Yates as well. I'm trying to make sure that I don't click on Wooly because I don't put it on the screen. I just want to see him in the picture. Continue to go. I like his battle. When it comes to the things that are going on with his internet, 789 has Yates right behind him. Yates checks up just a little bit right there, so Kinsey's going to catch up. Kinsey's going to close the distance, and so is Belt. That is the 5 running around. Melgard in 6th. Bryant Paul back there as well. Hey, Bryant Paul and Atwood. I think they've got something going on. There it is. Atwood, the 111. Taps the wall a little bit. Sweet Melgard coming around. He's in 6th. And the 44 of Paul and driving as fast as he can. Clay Atwood. Dane Lloyd is going to be catching to him, to his rear in just a moment. Man, oh man, oh man. Garrett Marshall, Michael Woolley, Shane Yates. That's the one right there. 9 laps to go. Coming around the corner. And Woolley's starting to pull away. The fastest lap of the race is 16:06. His last lap was a 16:27. Marshall was a 16:52. He's to the inside of Shane Yates right there. Slide job coming up. High line run. The 12 trying to clear the 11. The 11's going to get all the way up and all the way down. Slide job for the 12 again. Yates trying to hold on to 3rd place. Cody Kinsey, though, he's going to get in there. Oh, he gets into the wall too much there. Matt Belt's going to pass him. 6 laps to go when they come around. It'll be 5 laps to go. Woolley out front. Marshall there as well. Run away, Brian. Here they go. The 789 chasing the Midwest Maniac, the number 13, Thanos himself in the Dirt Series. And, of course, Sports. Turn 1, turn 2. That is a long turn for those drivers right there. Let's take a look. We're going to follow along with the nose of his car. That's the gap from 1st to 2nd, 7/10 of a second. But he is starting to flip it around and catch in to what he's got going on right there. And right behind him, Matt Belt has gotten around Shane Yates to the outside. Here's a spray that you see. Matt Belt, there he is. Coming around, 3 laps to go. The 789 of Marshall tracking right there. Michael Woolley out front, coming around. He's going to take 2 to go. 1 second lead over the field, 1 through 5. Marshall, Belt, Yates. Kinsey is there in the top 5 as well. He's right behind Yates. He's trying to get there as quick as he can. 1 more spot is another spot gained. 81 points coming to Michael Woolley. Turn 1, turn 2. Here he comes around the bend into the backstretch. 2 more turns. 1.4 second lead of Marshall to the inside of Belt. Belt, Marshall, Yates, Kinsey, but Michael Woolley wins in the Super Elites right here at Volusia. And a good race right there, only a couple of cautions. Congratulations to Michael Woolley. And that right there, congratulations to all the race winners tonight. Michael Woolley, Matt Belt, Garrett Marshall, Shane Yates, Cody Kinsey. That's going to be your top 5. Melgard, Paul Atwood, Lloyd, Rinker, Schaefer, then Hastings as well. McAvoy and Kyle Jarrett. Kyle, Jarrett, thank you very much for being out there helping out. I appreciate you very much. And, go back to live. Michael Woolley is going to be your race winner here at Volusia in the Super Elites. Congratulations to him out there and all that stuff. All right, folks, tomorrow night, Toys for Tots race brought to you by Drinking Bros Racing. These guys are absolutely wonderful. They're very caring people, and I enjoy them, and thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I'm usually a little bit more enthusiastic. Voice is kind of hurting. That's why I've been kind of taking it easy, and you guys have seen me do less exciting streams out there. But Wooly celebrating, of course. He does. It's a good win. It's a good feeling for him. So congratulations to that young man. And we're gonna see you here in a couple of weeks. Dirt Street Stock Series is gonna take a break. Actually, most of iRacing in our series are gonna take a break for the holidays. This Tuesday, we are going to have the Trucks Series race, and I think that is brought to you by Pub Guys. I have to look at that, but I'll be posting about that. Keep an eye out for everything that we're going to be doing this week, and all the stream schedule is set, but we've kind of deviated from it because of trying to make sure that my voice is golden for you guys, and got weddings coming up. There's just certain things that we have going on. For those who don't know, signature photography and printing here in my area, that's my business, and that's what I do. So I occasionally have to have the full-time job and work, and actually almost every week that's what we do. Anyhow, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you very much, and we're going to see you here in roughly about 24 hours. Yeah, kind of. We'll see you in a little while. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. My name is Jason. I'm with Signature Esports. Have a great night.